So we're going to get a little bit further into the world of jump technique today by introducing some overspeed stimulus for your full approach. You're going to need a handful of bands, so come take a look at what we got going on here. You'll notice that I've anchored, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sequentially put together strength bands. And all we're doing here is anchoring it around one of the uprights of our rig, and then we're sequentially anchoring each band into the next, just to create some length here. If you guys don't have these bands, you're gonna have to find something with some resistance. I know there's some acceleration bands that they sell. Find yourself something that allows you to cover some distance. So Overspeed, the concept here is we're trying to create a stimulus that requires your body to react against additional force, additional speed, so that when you're in a setting jumping with your own body weight and your own force is created, your body is conditioned to accept additional loading and additional speed. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna step inside the band. We're gonna put this under the armpits, and we are gonna walk back against the tension. This is very important that we try to get a half-decent amount of not a half-decent amount of attention, a half-decent amount of tension on the bands. It should feel as though if you let go, that this thing will send you flying back towards the anchor point. Be very careful when performing this, making sure that you have enough space. We put the band under the armpit to help reinforce that upright torso. If I was to allow this band to fully pull me without being active into my back, this would bury me forward. It would cause me to be diving through my approach. And what we're trying to accomplish here is a little bit of a taller approach, so that we can land in that nice stacked position on takeoff. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, we're gonna go through a 3-step approach. So for me, I am a right-left plan at takeoff, so the steps here will be left, right, left. So what I'm gonna do is allow myself to be pulled forward into my left foot and then aggressively push and punch right, left. Nice and tall. And I'm gonna hit that landing position and hold. I get asked all the time, how do I train being stacked? If you haven't seen the video on being stacked, you can go ahead, it's back on the channel. I think it was like the last video I posted. This is gonna let you know what the concept of stacked is and how to achieve that. Being stacked and practicing being stacked is really just getting into those positions and stabilizing them. This is a great drill for drilling that stacked position. You'll notice that as I lead into my second last step, my torso remains upright and I'm leading with my hip and foot. So left, right, left. And I'm holding. So there's that stacked position, right foot, right hip, right shoulder. The way to implement overspeed work into your workout can vary. What I would recommend is placing this on a day that is set aside for skill work. So for instance, if you're not doing that yet, it's probably a good thing. If you're working on jumping specifically, it's like a skill of any other kind of skill. You have to work elements of that skill to better that over time. I would recommend doing 4 to 5 sets of say 6 to 8 approaches with that hold on that takeoff contact. Hold it for 2 to 4 seconds. It should feel almost slightly awkward, like people are looking at me, I'm holding this position for way too long, but what we're doing is creating some neurological engrams or neurological pathways responsible for helping our body retrieve those during more of our jump contacts. The more frequently we pattern things, the more frequently our body will prioritize those when you jump. Great drill for creating additional speed transference on your takeoff, and more importantly, just patterning your approach under a great deal of acceleration. Hope this was helpful. If you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button, hit the like. I appreciate it. We're trying to grow the channel. If you find this useful, please pass it on. We'll catch you guys in the next one.